morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. This is Dr. Sarah Renee, and I thank you so much for being part of Limitless Her Way. And we're still doing our Be Limitless Challenge. And I hope that you're having a great day on purpose. I hope that you have had a great day on purpose. Let me know, put in the comment section, how is it going for you? Are you a limitless leader? If so, what's one takeaway that you have received during this challenge that you otherwise didn't see before? Put it in the comment section and let us know if you are watching it live with me or you're doing the replay, which is perfectly fine as well. But we definitely want to check in with you just to make sure that you are getting all that you need to get, and that's why you're part of this community, so that you can live, learn, and love without limits, powerfully and boldly. So, doing the Q&A, what I wanted to talk about today is it isn't about you learning to be limitless. It's about you remembering that you are limitless. It's not about you learning how to be limitless. It's about you remembering that you are limitless. So I'm going to say something that may be controversial, and that's okay. um, it hit me as I was doing my journaling. And prior to that, let me ask you, do you have supports in place? So you have our amazing community, which we would not even exist and be how we are if it wasn't without you. So we just want to say thank you for being a part of our community, and blessing us with your presence. So I'm a part of a mastermind. So it's other people like myself who are in the industry of coaching and consulting. And my coach, by which I want to ask you, do you have resources or supports in place besides this community that you fall back on or that you connect with to help you to live your best life, or to learn how to live your best life, or to be held accountable as you're making changes and getting yourself ready and together, for your goals, your objectives, your dreams, your desires? So I have that. I have a coach. And with the coach, as well as me doing my journaling and reflection time, something hit me. What hit me was, you know what? For those who are Bible scholars, so this is not a biblical teaching lesson, but just follow me what I'm saying. Been taught, as being a Christian, that we are sinners and that we were born as sinners. So now I take issue with that. Even though if it may say in the Bible, I'm not a Bible scholar, but I realize that, you know what, some things I'm not believing anymore. And it makes me think about our children. So if you have children or had nieces and nephews, godchildren, when they were born, they seemed so precious. We would even question if there was anything imperfect about them. Like, they just seem so pure and innocent. When you see little children, it's like their innocence, their essence, their purity. To now, what really happened, what really had happened was society, norms, rules, unspoken rules, all these things that laced up to a child's perspective and view of themselves, of others, and of the world. Us imposing our own views because of what we may have witnessed or experienced or concluded or decided on because of what we have gone through. And it just keeps it more of like generation to generation, just passing this down. And then is ever a question or ever a wonder why we have generational cycles or generational curses, or it seems to be hereditary, or it seems to be, passed down, and it's nothing that can be done. But something can be done. It's based on how we taught. It's based on what we concluded. It's based on what we witnessed. It's based on what we experienced. So if we were able to learn those things, we can unlearn them. So where am I going with this? You came into this world pure, innocent, whole, complete, abundant. It wasn't until something or someone told you that you were missing something or lacking something or something was wrong with you that you're like, okay, subconsciously or maybe consciously, but you bought into that lie. We may be born into sin, but that didn't mean that we were sinners. It wasn't until we were introduced to something that influenced our thought about ourselves. And it continued on even to adulthood now. I would tell my clients that, you know what, whatever you're dealing with, it doesn't mean that you're operating as an adult based on your age now, but it's that younger version that's still trying to reconcile and trying to settle within oneself of something that has happened years before. And if it's not dealt with, then it just continues to repeat itself because it's all ingrained in your mind. It's the default that what you know. My position in your life has always been, at least with my clients, for which I wouldn't mind having you as a client, was to help create a new default, a new way of being, a new way of seeing things, a new way of feeling, a new way of acting, a new way of thinking. Because now you have something called choice, not to default on what's familiar and comfortable and easy, but for the very thing that you're trying to get from that default, from that old way of doing and thinking and feeling and being, you can get all that and more on the new created defaults that will help you get to your best life, to help you to really live your dreams out loud, to really go after your fulfilling your purpose, to recognize and realize that what I'm saying to you, that this wasn't really about you learning how to be limitless, to then live your best life, to then go after your dreams, to then make the money that you know that you deserve to make. This was about helping you to remember, to realize, to discover, to know that you already have been born to be limitless. You're already that. And because you're already that, that means you can tap into that anytime, but you have to believe it. You have to know it. What we've been teaching about the limitless leader, and then talking about the principles and laws of limitlessness that I'm going to teach you, it's helping you to remember who you are. And there may be times that you're like, okay, well, I really don't know who I am. Who am I? I invite you to have a conversation with me so we can help you discover that. So then it will help you to remember who you are, who you were born to be, to do, to have. You are limitless. This isn't about you learning how to be, to therefore get something, or to have something, or to be something. I'm telling you right now, you are already that. This is helping you to remember that you are limitless. I invite you to have a conversation with me if you want to know more on how to even discover that, so that your quality of life can boost, and as a result, your quantity of life will follow suit. Let me know if you'd like to have that conversation. I invite you. Let's have a conversation to help you to remember that you are limitless. All right, so thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to have a conversation in terms of how that looks like and how I can help you one-on-one, please let me know in the comments. Thank you. You have a great one.